If you ever change your mind about leaving it all behind, remember, no geography. If you ever change your mind about leaving it all behind, remember, no geography. Me, you, and me. Him, and her, and them too. And you, and me too. I'll take you along. I'll take you along with me. I'll take you along with me. I'll take you along with me.
And 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the season finale.
Man.
Of Mikey and me. Mikey was just sharing something with me. And I wanted to cut him off from making me sad, so I started recording.
Okay. Yeah. Man, what is up? This is the first episode of 2024. Oh, no, that was last week.
Yeah, this is actually the second episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, no, this is...
Yeah, we'll do it. It'll be twice as good.
Yeah. Yes. So, tell me, how have you been since I saw you last?
Do I know? You said, what have I been up to?
Yeah, how have you been?
The pug up in the mic. I've been good, man. I've been good. I had a great weekend. Went and chilled with some friends.
Good.
We were up to no good. Went and did some bowling.
Hood rat stuff?
Yeah, man. Ended up at an all straight up Tejano Mexican bar.
That's cool.
I loved it. I thought it was real cool. I was dancing all over the place.
Hell yeah, man.
I enjoyed myself.
As you should. Well, I'm glad to hear that. It makes me
happy. What about you? What did you do?
What
did you get into? Man, that sounds riveting.
No, I'm thinking if no one came over on Saturday, that just means that nothing.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
doing nothing.
Having a kid and a wife, and so Saturday, it was... we didn't do anything. I'm just trying to remember what nothing I did.
Dude, isn't that funny? You try and think back, and you're like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, dude, it's all a blur. I'll have to ask my wife. She'll be like, "Oh, I don't know, Saturday." Because we didn't see you. Chris called. No, I remember Chris called me in like 7, and I missed it.
Yeah.
And that was like, oh.
Because he
I
said
called him back later.
He asked me, he was like, "Did you hit Pits Up?" I was like, "No," just because I knew we were going to the other side of town.
But
I was
Chris
like,
likes to still call.
Yeah,
that's the kind of friend he is.
And that is a good friend. But no, I was like, no, I didn't call him. I was like, just because I don't think that Pitts is going to want to come all the way to Grand Prairie.
Like, if I can get away from there. No, I'm joking.
I know give it a few more months, and you and the missus will be dropping the kid off somewhere and coming out.
Yeah. We wouldn't be ready to do that.
No, not at all. Why would you right now?
Just gonna turn the brightness down.
Old pug.
Yeah, the pug's here. So, I know in the last week, I've been kind of bored, so for whatever reason, that Creed song has been stuck in my head, and I had it in briefly in the last episode. So I think it was some video that Chris was showing that Delaney showed him. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll edit something. We'll see. Either way, this might make me funny, but I figured I made a little playlist on the channel, and this might be my favorite one because that song's been stuck in my head. That One Last Breath, to where yeah, it's where I don't know.
Down to one last breath. Come on now. Don't act like you don't know that song. And within let me see.
So I guess I should show what it is before so people can know.
y avait une autre chose que je voulais vous demander. Mais maintenant, sur ma vie, impossible de m'en souvenir. Enfin, bon, ce ne devait pas être important. À ce soir.
I would probably pick up something. So that's the original scene. And for a reason, I thought it'd be funny if we had a little custom song put at the end there.
Il y avait une autre chose que je voulais vous demander. Mais maintenant, sur ma vie, impossible de m'en souvenir. Enfin, bon, ce ne devait pas être important.
So that was fun. There's a couple. I did one for Mission Impossible. Titanic. We got to play this song there if you want to check it out. Here's the Americans. You have to watch the show. This is the only one I'll show right here. And I don't know. It might not be that funny to people.
It's such a good show.
It is a good show. So here,
Such a good show.
I'll just show the original clip real quick. It's not too long.
On your knees.
Screw you, Oleg. You want to shoot me? Shoot me in the back.
There's the original scene. There's the original scene.
This is so good, dude.
Again, this is just made me laugh a little bit. No,
That's great.
we'll have to. It's kind of long, but the build up is important for the payoff. Let's see. Here we go.
On your knees.
Screw you, Oleg. You want to shoot me? Shoot me in the back.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, so yeah.
I don't care who you are. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with another song, but I'm gonna use the hell out of this song. And anytime if you have something that comes to mind, let me know.
Absolutely.
Because I'm just gonna throw it on there.
No, we're gonna wear that out.
So,
Creed
yeah.
is Creed. Hats off to them for however they made their resurgence. Really, I think it was hats off to the Texas Rangers. Really,
Yeah, Texas Rangers.
they were the ones who made them relevant again with jamming them in their clubhouse.
Oh yeah, man. So that was funny.
Gotta love the Rangers.
And then I guess as far as other random things, we're trying to do a few more, shorts. They're like little YouTube short things you can do now. And there's one of them I did is actually a video I uploaded. I recorded it. My wife did. We both recorded this event, but her quality was better. And this is like over probably close to 2 years ago. But I was just like, I'll just throw this on here, and didn't think anything of it just because it was interesting. But this time dealing with the possum, our dog was going crazy after this possum in the backyard, and this possum it would just hang out there. And it's like it was antagonizing her because it would crawl there and it would just sit there, and the dog would keep jumping up trying to get it. And I swear, she would get so close to getting it, the possum should have moved. I feel like it was antagonizing Pepper, and I was like, yeah, Pepper, she just doesn't quite have enough jump to get it. Well, I'll be gosh darned if this doesn't.
Just show 'em.
And so Pete, I will show you. Then the comments are funny because it's, yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, it would have happened if y'all weren't there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, even if people want to get mad about like recording it,
yeah,
this would have occurred
nature.
if you guys
this is like
weren't
capturing nature. You don't interfere, right? I'm thinking she's not going to get it. I'm just watching because who knows? She might.
Well, now they know what's going to happen,
but she maybe doesn't. But dude, she elevates. Watch this though; it's impressive. Look, wait.
Look at the possum.
It's the extra effort that she like does. It's pretty interesting to see. Right there.
Oh my
she
god!
was like Jordan or someone's like.
And now see, and that's why they call it playing possum.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because it's just faking like it's dead.
Exactly. Nothing's wrong with it. That's the thing. And we stopped her. We stopped her from hurting. Like,
the possum's fine.
Believe it or not, that possum is completely fine.
That possum is okay.
That's
He's
what
out
they
back, and we call him Pete. That's Possum Pete. He's okay, guys.
Yeah,
we'll take a video of Possum Pete.
Playing possum is no joke. I'd never seen it in person until I dealt with this stuff.
Yeah, old Pete took a quick tumble. He thought it was a game.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You got to go to the other side of the fence at that point, old boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, people were...
Yeah, but no, they're playing... Oh, yeah. I was going to show the comment.
Yeah, the comments on that were...
Oh, yeah.
And that's my thing, is that at first it's like I get what they're saying in an extent, but also too, it's like if y'all didn't happen to be out back, it was gonna happen anyways.
Exactly.
So,
dude, why is this going slow?
And again, the possum's chill. So.
Yeah, the possum is fine, but they're still funny just to see the way people react. I just want to look at the comments. I don't know why this is going so slow.
Potato was pretty popular, man. Like 2,000 something views on Potato. Oh my gosh, right there. And it's that same hand. She grabbed the hand in the first one.
And I understand people's comments. It's funny because it's
white people.
Well, that was effed. White people, understandable.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
There's something wrong with it. Some play, that it's playing possum. It's the defense mechanism. So it's bleeding. Like it'll literally get off and sneak away as soon as like the dog's away. That little thing sneaks off. Yeah, poor opossum. And you said opossum, that's fine, but technically it's opossum. Opossums are only like in Australia or New Zealand. Like there's possum and opossum are two different things, but that's fine. That's a lot of people don't know that. They're very docile and not mean. That's true. To allow your dog to do this is absolutely sick and cruel. I walked out in happening, and we weren't gonna let our dog hurt her anymore. But no. I understand your position. Yeah. What the heck is wrong with people? And just if you were there in the moment and you were like, "What's going on? Oh my gosh, is this?" And I wasn't gonna let the dog hurt her anymore. But I understand. It was just funny. People assume the worst.
Oh yeah.
Like I manufactured this to happen. Watch for fun? I mean, it was more like watching a nature documentary from my perspective.
Yeah.
I don't think she was... Yeah, I didn't think she was going to get it. I didn't, because she'd been trying for a while. I'd heard her jumping up against that fence. Even though it was close already.
Man. And you know
unless your brain dead, it was obvious that dog was going to be able to get it. Hey, man, I'd seen her try before, and she had...
Here's the thing about a possum, guys. Here's the thing.
They were asking for it.
Here's the thing about a possum.
And that's why
I like possums, actually. I have no problem with a possum. Why? Because possums eat ticks. They eat they eat, like, I think it's like 12 pounds of ticks or something they can eat in a day or something.
Numbers like that
Look,
before.
it's crazy. But either way, I'm all for them. But here's the thing. They're everywhere.
They are.
Possums, I see dead possums in the street all the time. It's not like it's an endangered thing.
Possums in the street.
And, it's not like y'all just let your dog attack an owl or like a wounded baby squirrel on the ground that could, golly. Like you said, she worked for it to get that thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I just wanted to share that's some fun stuff that we'll try and upload random stuff here and there. And,
hopefully it won't be more things that aggravate people, but
but honestly, that's funny. I got way more views and likes on other videos that people don't comment on at all. So, I guess if you make people upset or offend them, they're more likely to leave a comment, which isn't surprising, right? Well, give me about 30 seconds. Let me go get that pug out of here real quick. Before we get into the first main topic, so I've been transferring a bunch of these digitizing a bunch of VHS for my dad, like old home videos and all sorts of things, right? And because also I know I uploaded some 8th grade football thing where I don't even know what happened. I can show you later, but so there's some news interview he said he did whenever It was like in the late 80s where like because he was reunited with like siblings because he was adopted and they were adopted, and it was like some like human interest feel good piece.
Oh, that's cool. Your dad?
Yeah, and I don't know if it was local news or national news, but so he gives me this tape, and I'm I put it in there and start recording, and it's just like recorded television from '89. There's like local news, but none about him. There's some special. Nolan Ryan had just gone to the Rangers. And then after that, it's like Chippendales and like Rescue Rangers, the cartoon, and then DuckTales, and then and then Charles in Charge, and then Cheers, and there's like just 4 hours of random TV from 1989.
Somebody take over Pop's shit.
I hope not.
Somebody taped over
There's about
his
4 or
shit.
5 hours of this, and I was like, I'm not seeing my dad's interview anywhere on here.
Dang, man.
So we'll see. I mean,
Well,
I'll have to
hopefully,
show you. Yeah, hopefully
he
it's
doesn't
somewhere.
find out by watching.
Well, no,
this.
hopefully he
Have you
just
called him
grabbed the
and told him?
wrong tape because.
Oh yeah, that's probably what.
Yeah,
happened.
that would be my first assumption. I'm not going to
That's more
assume the
than likely
worst.
what happened.
I'm not going to assume that it got destroyed. Or
You notice where my
recorded
mind
over.
went immediately? It got recorded over.
Mm-hmm. I'm
That's
like,
where
no,
my-
it's the wrong
immediately-
tape.
Yeah, like you
It's
said.
okay, though.
Look at that! Isn't that funny? That's just the two different.
Yep.
You know, does that say
You
something?
got
about
to
our-
look for the positive.
Look at that! You're good at doing it, I guess. Already like.
Well, thank you. I
subconsciously,
try.
I'm not good at it.
I try. Well, I think something I wanted to bring to talk about a bit, and again, we kind of keep coming back to a lot of the general ideas of some of these overall just approaches to life, but living in the moment, just appreciating basically the moment and looking for being positive, looking for the good in things versus the negative, silver lining and all that stuff is just the whole concept of mindfulness, right?
We're trying to start a cult.
Yeah.
And we're slowly trying to program our watchers or viewers, and we're gonna make a cult before you know it, and you'll be living with us on our commune.
Exactly. No, but just to say like what mindfulness technically is, it's a cognitive skill usually developed through meditation or sustaining meta-awareness of the contents of one's own mind in the present moment. It's basically just like ultimately embracing and learning how to live in the moment. It derives from sati, a significant element of Hindu and Buddhist traditions, and is based on Zen, Vipassana, and Tibetan meditation techniques. So, I mean, I don't personally ascribe, to Hinduism or Buddhism, but obviously it's a mindfulness is a practice of just, being in the moment for the most part, right?
Yeah.
More or less. Would you agree?
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, I would have to agree.
Or your understanding of it, right?
Yep.
Are you here right now in this moment?
Am I here? I mean, to the best, I feel like I'm here.
You feel like here,
Like,
I think
like
a lot of
anybody
people
else feels like they're there. I don't know. There's not much evidence to say that we're really actually here.
Oh, we're living in a simulation? You're one of those?
No, not that. No, I'm not one of those.
That would be
people.
cool, though, right?
That would be interesting. But here's my thing about the simulation thing. Could a simulation be aware of the concept of a simulation if it was a simulation?
Why? I would think so. Why not?
I don't. Why? You ask why not, I say why.
They're both valid points, I would say, right?
There we go.
It's funny because it made me think this whole, and just kind of before we get more into it, is AI is it's a very popular buzzword term, right? And it's
terrifying.
Kind of artificial intelligence, and I feel like that's misleading, at least as far as the AI I grew up with in my sci-fi was a self-aware, self-conscious, being of almost that had its own thoughts, and it was basically self-aware like Terminator 2. It's like Skynet. It's gone. It's self-aware now. It's like they're self-aware beings, or entities, versus, and I guess it just comes down maybe to your definition of intelligence, right? Now AI is basically algorithms that are so expertly coded to where that they can like have regressive learning or like machine learning built into them, but they're not self-aware entities per se. It's just really, really smart coding that's able to evolve and grow based on inputs or what it can pull from the internet itself, right? But it's not something that's, in my old school thinking of AI, it'd be like artificial intelligence. And again, I think it comes down to maybe the definition of intelligence. And then I'm thinking, okay, if I were to try and define it, maybe it should be, instead of, maybe what I'm thinking of shouldn't be artificial intelligence, but artificial consciousness, or maybe simulated consciousness is more what I'm thinking of. But that was just me, the things I was thinking of. But that's it.
No, yeah. So it's almost like the Blade Runner thing.
Yeah.
Almost like sort of like the
Well,
replicants in a sense
replicants.
of like that.
Same thing. Except they would be like artificial intelligence, but have their own consciousness, self-aware consciousness.
And that's what you were more or less. That was how your mind, when you thought of artificial intelligence, you were more or less thinking of that, right? Along those lines of Blade Runner.
Blade Runner,
if you
Terminator
haven't seen
2.
Blade Runner. Stop the podcast and just go watch
Terminator 2 are basically a tons of sci-fi where man ends up battling robots because
which is going to happen,
rise
guys.
up against them. But the AI that, as we understand it in our real world, is nothing like that. And maybe that, and that's what I was thinking. Well, maybe this is a form of intelligence that we use, like our Chat GPTs. But what I'm thinking of should be more of an artificial or a simulated consciousness, because I think it's more if there was something that's like has its own mind and awareness. It's like it has its own consciousness or own, however you'd say it, but it's like a simulation of a real consciousness, but it's still unique. So I don't know. That's just.
And so yeah, I guess it would too come down to your your definition too, in a sense of consciousness. Like what how you would define consciousness in your mind would also like kind of affect how you would perceive what AI might be in a sense.
Yeah. So come down to, I guess, however you would define self-aware, self-thinking, conscious being, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so mindfulness. Just that was kind of had me thinking. I'm like,
cool
I just want to bring that up.
Yeah.
Because at first it bothered me the way AI is thrown around, because I'm like, well, or it's artificial. Yeah, is it intelligence? I don't know if a really smart algorithm is itself intelligence. It's an example of it. I don't know. Who cares?
We're figuring it out though.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Have you tried some of these nerds, man?
No, you got me, Sam. I'm sorry, buddy.
You got to crack into those things, buddy.
What are these? These are some gummy clusters. I'll eat them all. But yeah, so there's some mindful practices that I thought were kind of cool. I figured, I can share. Again, this is what is that? I can stretch that out. Our good friend ChatGPT just finds all this stuff for me.
Yeah, and these
it's
things
great.
are actually, you're not wrong. I was sitting here reading them.
So just basic breath awareness, right? So that's an exercise where someone guides you through focusing on the breath, inhaling and exhaling mindfully, which is the whole, really focusing on your breathing and tuning out everything else. Another thing was a body scan, which I don't know if you've ever done this. This is leading to I guess is this example we could lead, but you can do this on your own, where you just scan through the bodies, focusing on each part. It's like if you lay down in bed and close your eyes and just starting at your toes, you flex each of your muscles as you can feel them. Like I'm gonna flex my toes. I'm gonna work up from there and flex the closest body, working my way up my legs, and just slowly flex on them and think about nothing but them. To where like you just work your way all up your body, flexing whatever you can. Just kind of, that's like a form of it.
That was in Sistema. We used to kind of do that.
Okay.
I did Russian Sistema for a while, and that was the thing we would do. Whereas laying on the ground and almost like isolated muscle tension in a way through your breathing. And it really does, by the end of it, when you're done, isolating the tension or trying to feel it throughout your body, it is, by the end of it, you do really feel,
Yeah.
It has a very good benefit to it. So, yeah. That's kind of funny.
So it's funny that it's in that, I don't know if I call that it is technically a martial art, whether, it's a school of martial arts, perhaps. Loving kindness meditation. Okay, but whatever. Nature visualization. Take them on a mental journey through a serene, natural setting, which it can be corny, but honestly, it can be helpful. And I think I'm going to read something and have you go through it here.
All right, yeah.
Let's see. There's mindful eating, which is actually, for mindfulness, just for appreciating food and living in the moment again, which is mindfulness. You can do this on your own. I guess this is suggesting misleading them, but no, basically you just, whatever you eat it very slowly, paying attention to taste, texture, and sensations. I guess it's easier to actually do it when you're being guided, or maybe if you're in like a group of people to where, okay, everyone's doing it, I'm actually going to sit here and focus on it, because it might be hard to do this by yourself, but you should.
Yeah.
Like it can help you not overeat, because you allow your stomach to tell your brain that you're full before you eat too fast, and then you can appreciate the flavors.
Yeah, and I think it's mainly, I think what a common thing between all of anything you look up about mindfulness is going to be is like just taking your time, slowing down. Like in a sense, like if you're eating fast, like you're saying, you're not going to be able to really taste all the textures. And then two, it's like, okay, you eat fast. Now what? Now I'm going to go
eat another bite.
Exactly. Or go on to something else, real quick. It's like, just take your time and slow down and really think about what you're doing. That's like the tea ceremony in, I think, in China or in Japan, they have the tea ceremony with like, it's big in Buddhist culture, but the tea ceremony is really just focusing as much as you can on just doing what you're doing right there, and pouring like trying to brew a perfect cup of tea, and just trying to do that and being so mindful of just doing that you're not thinking about everything else you're doing. You just sit down and it's like, I'm going to brew the perfect cup of tea. And two, it's interesting because there's a whole other philosophy of how it combines like all of the elements in a sense of clay for the pot, and then like fire, and then water.
Oh, like all the elements type thing.
And then the green tea, the earth, and everything. It's like, so it combines all the elements, and so it's kind of a deep thing. But I mean,
that'd be kind of cool doing here sometime, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do this.
Let's just say we talk about random things. Let's try and like last week with the Chindogu. We can come back to that. We'll touch on that before we end this.
Yeah,
episode.
we're coming up with one before the year's over.
Never mind.
We're going to put our heads together. We're going to put our heads. Oh, we are. Oh, is that what you were going to say?
I was saying, we could mention that, but no.
Oh, you already... Okay.
No, I haven't said anything, so... we'll just get through this, then we can Chindogu a little bit. What did I say? So, mind...
Sorry, I kind of...
Oh, no, you're good.
I ruined your stream of thought.
You're good. Daily mindfulness reminder. Yeah, that's kind of like, we suggested just if you need an actual physical printout of something to remind you. Gratitude practice, lead a short session prompting listeners reflect on things they're grateful for. Again, that's just kind of looking for the positive. If just focus on the good things, even if there aren't as many as the bad things, you just let your mind not dwell on the bad. Mindful movement, lead simple movements like stretching or yoga. So that's just like where yoga in itself and those Tai Chi and things, they help you relax and get into a state of mindfulness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was... Okay, so I was just going to say, you said that about Tai Chi, and this is kind of funny you're bringing all this up because there's like I had experiences in some of these things. Like, that's awesome. I've done a handful of martial arts, but I had been doing Sistema, and at the time I decided to also go try out Tai Chi. And I've heard of like at first when I always thought of Tai Chi, I thought of it as
that
just
new
something
Tai Chi DVD that you got in high school with those. Oh, that's different.
Come on, man! We're gonna edit that out.
You guys, Chris, about that.
No, so no, it was like I always thought of Tai Chi as just something old people did at the park, and I was whatever. But then also like I had started seeing stuff about it can be applicable to like a self-defense situation or whatever. Yeah. Well then I went and did a Tai Chi class, and at the Tai Chi class, like I asked the guy, I said something about I was like, I'd kind of told him that, and he knew that I had some, background in martial arts, and then I had asked him something about the concept.
But about the dark arts, though, that's really what we care about.
The Black Lodge.
Yes.
No, so I asked him just about a martial arts side of Tai Chi, and he said that like Master Moy, who was the guy that I guess that was their style of Tai Chi was studied or was taught by a guy named Master Moy, I believe. And he said that
Master Koi, the
he ended up kind of just like brushing the question off in a sense and was just like, no. He was like, if you're thinking about martial arts or about that, doing it in that sense, he was like,
hell out of here.
He was like, then you're not you're not being here. You're not being mindful of mind body. That was the whole point. And he was saying is that if you're sitting here thinking of doing this Tai Chi in response of like an attacker or something,
for it's like self-defense purposes,
the whole point of what they're doing,
it's not going to serve it's what it's intended for.
Yeah, it's like he was pretty much saying that the way their approach to it was more or less to get you to be here and now and focus on what you're doing and not focus on a future event that might occur. Focus on what's happening now. Some guy might come up to me and pull a knife. What do I do? It's like, no.
You deal with it then, very slowly.
No, you run.
Go away.
You run. Somebody pulls a knife. You say, "What's that over there?" And you go.
You say, "There's a possum over there harassing a dog." No, that's cool though.
But yeah, so that was just,
No, yeah, that's cool that you've had experience in some of that.
Yeah, so I kind of got like, slapped on the head, and I was like, oh, he's right. That's a good point. Maybe I should just do Tai Chi and not think about beating up some fool.
No, beat up people though. It's great.
Think about beating
we
up
mentioned box breathing exercises, right?
Yeah.
And so, because I was thinking of this other one, so because your brother Chris mentioned box breathing, where you have equal time inhaling and exhaling. So you breathe in 3 seconds, breathe out 3 seconds, or pick however long. I was thinking that is a way, and I feel like that's good. At least from my experience, maintaining or trying to maintain a state, or I guess if you're really excited, you could slow it down depending on how long you inhale and exhale. But I feel like for like really calming down, this 4-7-8 breathing, where you breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 7, and then you exhale for 8. Like that one's really cool. This 4.
Yeah, and I've heard that like in meditation, they say that your exhale should be longer than your inhale. It should be quite a decent amount longer than your inhale. So.
And I think the whole counts, and they don't say seconds, they say counts. I think the counting is what helps you focus on it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think not even I guess if you had a timer or stopwatch out, that's cool, but you're focusing on your breathing when you're counting every breath and count and how long you're holding it in. And alternate nostril breathing, which I'd never even really heard of this. Alternating breathing through each nostril, which unless I'm doing this, I don't think I can close off a nostril internal.
You can. Yeah, it's like a subtle thing. You kind of fuck your face up like this.
So, I mean, that's how they intend that to be done?
You can kind of do it. I can do it. I feel what they mean. Imagine like your life depended on inhaling something only through one nostril.
I don't know.
You can do
If
it.
I do it really hard, I can get one to close.
You're gonna pop. You're gonna
My
pop
nose is
a blood
always
vessel.
semi-congested, as you can hear.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like alternate nostril breathing.
Yeah, that seems a bit.
We're gonna pretend like that's not supposed to be there. Relaxation techniques. Progressive muscle relaxation. Relaxation. Guide listeners through tensing and relaxing different muscle groups. I feel like that for me is kind of the body scan, and that can kind of be the same thing, really. You just do it through your whole body. It's your body scan.
There's one thing I heard about. A guy was saying to go to. He was like, you might look kind of goofy doing it, but he said go to like a park or something or anywhere really.
Take off all your clothes.
But he's and just
rub
start,
yourself with some dirt
and
some
just
leaves.
feel the nature all over you, brothers and sisters. No,
It'd be faster than the police.
no. So he was saying just like go out to a park or somewhere, and he said sprint for like 15 to 20 seconds, and then stop sprinting, and then walk or whatever.
Oh.
And then he said, like, pretty much repeat that, or like sprint and then either walk or just stop, sprinting and, sit down or whatever. But he said do that a couple of times. And he was like, what that does is it's like internally, it's like tricking your body or whatever into some. You guys can look it up. I've given you enough info and to look into it.
Too, because you kick your body into a gear where it's.
Yeah, it's like it's about like the chemicals in your brain it releases like from sprinting. He was saying pretty much sprint like you're being chased by like a tiger.
Like fight or flight.
Yeah,
like it
so
kicks
it's like
you into almost I don't know if it's adrenaline, but maybe precursor to adrenaline, if that exists.
No, it does. And that's exactly like what he was talking about by doing that is it releases certain chemicals, and then also like by the
endorphins
end of it helps you. There you go, endorphins. Here's my thing, endorphins.
You mean they just swim in the water? They got the big old brains like the rape things?
I was gonna say I haven't seen. They don't look like they have big fins on them.
Oh, so we had the same joke of sorts.
So I see that.
Yeah.
We just kind of made that one. We need to take a break because we need to talk about having the same kind of jokes. We need to go out back, buddy. This is a fucking big one right here.
Visualization exercise and sensory awareness. Visualization, you just visualize creating mental images of peaceful scenes.
Visualize Creed, halftime show.
Encourage sensory awareness. Encourage listeners to engage their senses, focusing on what they see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Which it's so simple, but actually just take, something like, okay, I'm gonna get some weird texture. I'm gonna spend time with this. Then I'm gonna close my eyes and have somebody spray smells in my face. No.
Just Febreze straight to the face.
Open my eyes and pepper spray them. That'd be extreme.
Like cool breeze ain't so cool now, is it, huh?
Ain't so cool.
Well, we're out of nerds.
Yeah, no, I finished mine a little bit ago. I told you, man. But I appreciate
So
it.
you were talking about being slow and taking your time. And
Dude, I
enjoying
plowed
taste
through
buds.
them. You could
And
go,
you just
roll back the tape. I just
really
plowed
did.
through those things, man.
You really did, man.
And I wanted
Well,
to
yeah,
do
you
a
enjoy
guided
them.
visualization with you. I don't have to. It's not too long.
A guided visualization.
Yeah. So you're gonna close your eyes,
I'm a close.
and if you're listening, feel free to close your eyes and listen as I guide you.
I'm about
Imagine
to
imagine
visually
yourself
be guided.
standing at the edge, 6 feet at the edge of a lush, serene forest. The air is crisp and carries the sense of pine. As you take a deep breath in, one last breath perhaps. Man, dude, Creed is all. I'm sorry. Feel the freshness of the air filling your lungs. As you step into the forest, notice the soft ground beneath your feet, cushioned by a carpet of moss and fallen leaves.
Damn.
The sunlight filters through the canopy, creating dappled patterns of light and shadow. As you walk along a winding path, you hear the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze and the occasional bird singing in the distance. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, comforting and soothing. Ahead of you, there's a clearing with a beautiful tranquil lake. The water is crystal clear, reflecting the vibrant colors of the surrounding foliage.
I can almost taste it.
Yeah, taste it. Find a comfortable spot by the water's edge. The water's edge, that's good. I love that. And make yourself comfortable. A comfortable spot, make yourself comfortable. Sit or lie down, allowing yourself to fully relax. Close your eyes and listen to the gentle lapping of the water against the shore. Feel a sense of tranquility. Yes, close your eyes thrice. Feel a sense of tranquility washing over you. Take a moment to explore this serene environment in your mind. Feel the peace and calmness it brings. You might dip your toes into the cool water or simply bask in the beauty of this natural setting or perhaps drain the lizard.
Oh my God.
As our visualization comes to an end, take a deep breath in, feeling reinvigorated by this peaceful experience. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and return to the present moment, carrying this sense of tranquility with you. Was that real for you, buddy?
Man, yeah, no, I felt like I was there for a little bit.
Yeah, you know,
I feel like I was there.
it's good. You were there. I saw
I
you.
feel
You
like whenever
disappeared.
the forest part, I did.
Yeah, you disappeared. I didn't.
I feel like
couldn't
I
see
saw
you.
Mr. Tumless in the forest with his furry
Oh,
little legs.
Mr. Tumness, dude. He's out there.
That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I mean,
that's
it-
kind of corny, but I was like, hey, let's
No,
just
I
do
mean,
it.
it is.
It's
What's
not
it
that
called, though? I mean, it is. At the end of the day, the whole mind, people might be like, well, what is it? I don't get it. It's like, so all of somebody saying that to you is getting you to imagine that. And if you're imagining that, you're not thinking about why your girlfriend's not fucking texting you. You're not thinking about why you have, I got to pay this bill. You're
Yeah.
not thinking about the
repo
parlay
man.
you didn't hit.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about, all kinds of
Exactly.
other shit. So that's
And
the
even
point
if you
of
did-
something like that.
Even if you did 5% of that as I was reading it, if that
Yeah.
got you away for 5%, then I'll count that as a win.
Yeah, and
know?
you owe him money, which is, by the way, do
5%
we
of
have the
whatever you make this
Patreon
year.
linked?
You keep mentioning our Patreon, which seems to be for a bunch of different causes, and
don't
I'm
know.
all for it.
I don't
We'll
know.
just have to get that link up here soon.
We're gonna have to get a Patreon link. I just feel like, don't they come with a YouTube channel? You just create a YouTube channel, and there's a
We
spot
just
where
need to
people
create
can
our
just
own tube where it says Patreon tube.
us tube.
Us tube. You pay us, and then we'll put it up for you. But yeah, so I just wanted to go through
Dude, that was
some,
cool.
some exercises.
No, I feel
and-
good. You know what? I feel kind of bad because you're over there just like, you didn't go through what I went through. I went through a forest.
No,
I sat by
and
a
actually,
lake.
it was quite
I took a pee.
a toiling
The
effort that I did reading
the waves
that.
lapped upon my feet.
Yeah, I was watching you enjoy yourself, and I was thinking, is he going to invite me to this? Cool
Then I looked
spot?
down, and then it was just Potato looking at my foot.
Yeah, dude, it's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful
That
thing.
was
So
cool.
that's mindfulness.
No, that was
and some
nice.
stuff to do.
That was
Yeah, give me about 30 seconds, and there's something else I want to do with you real quick. There's
Just
I
keep
saw-
keep
saw
your,
some-
keep your pants on.
I saw magic is funny.
Okay.
And we're back. What were you about to ask me?
You actually know why why that painting of the thing of the who's the
The Sistine Chapel, whatever.
Sistine Chapel. Why one finger's all the way out, God's finger or whatever, and the other finger's like this, not fully extended.
No, I don't.
It's kind of down. It's because it's pretty much saying that
Flaccid?
it's like you have to go the other part of the way for God. It's kind of interesting. That was
Ah.
just something I thought was an interesting concept. I was like, it's like he's pretty much extended as far as he can go, and
You-
man has to do this.
You
Look,
have to have
you
faith.
just got to go this. Bloop. You got to
just
go
gotta
like
go
there.
like this.
He's like, look, buddy, I can't do it all. I can't do it all.
That's true.
So I just thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some random factoid. Monster Garage fact of the week.
So
I miss
every now
Monster
and
Garage.
Honestly, I don't even know what that is. I've
You
heard of
don't?
it.
With Jesse James back in the day on Discovery Channel, where he'd like turn a fucking Mustang 5.0 into a lawnmower. Monster Garage factoid.
So every now and I don't know if America goes through
Okay.
cycles and phases of magicians being cool. You know, you had like your David Blaine and
I
then
wish
Chris
they'd be
Angel.
cool again.
Yeah, and when somebody can actually pull off a magic trick, it's impressive in real life. If someone just casually does it, like it might be corny on TV, but even then, it's still cool if they pull it off. And I was thinking of just terrible magic tricks that aren't even good, and so I was practicing some of these bad
one?
magic tricks that aren't even good and not even funny. But I just wanted to do them with you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
Okay.
your honesty over,
Okay.
over the whole situation.
Okay. Well, here we go. No, hold on. Take some cards. Take 3, and look at them. And which cards are they?
I know. I know.
Which one? What are the cards?
Can we show the camera?
If you could show them, maybe if I could see it. It's got a jack, a 10, and a 9. No, put them down here. And was this one a jack? Was this a 10? So that's one.
That you got it.
That's a good one.
You nailed that.
Okay,
one.
I'm
You nailed
so
that one.
I've the number between 5 and 11. Which one? What are you thinking of?
8.
8. You thinking of 8? That's what I was. That was gonna be. No, that's what I would have thought.
Fucking.
Okay, here's another card one. This one's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put. Here's a 3. And is it a 9? Is it what? Is this a 9?
That's a 9. That's not the good.
Okay. I think I want one more.
pretty
So
good.
this is more like a riddle. So it's not even magic. But if you're on a bike, 2 bikes, you're on one bike. There's 2 of them.
I'm on one bike. And there's
Just
2
let me
of them.
finish. Let me finish. You're on the bikes, and one is going north at 14 miles an hour, and the other one is it's going also north, but a little slower. But what number am I thinking of?
2.
Did you say 2?
2.
See, it's pretty impressive, right?
That's really impressive. I
Yeah.
didn't even know I could read mine.
Yeah. So that
That
yeah.
was really wow.
Yeah, I'm just starting at this.
Pipe in. No, and I mean you're already pretty
Yeah.
good. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. to
One
you.
more, just bonus.
Oh, good. A bonus.
Shit. You know what? Royal flush.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. I had.
And these are fucking cool cards.
Oh yeah, these actually Stephanie got them whenever we were visiting my sister.
These
in
are really
Germany,
cool cards.
When we were in Paris, yeah, I should take care of them. They're like
Yeah.
metal
No, these are
or
really
aluminum
cool.
or something. Yeah.
These are
It was
really
the only
cool.
deck I could find. I was like, I gotta do these magic tricks.
No, and were they magical? I wish you guys could have been here for it.
and if
I really do.
if my wife heard me last night as I was laying in bed, starting to laugh to myself, I was just imagining.
Thinking the sick ass magic trick.
Yeah, It's not even
That's cool.
funny. But
I enjoyed it.
I just, yeah, magic is it's scary. It's powerful.
It really
it's
is.
scary, powerful
It is.
stuff.
Especially when you see it in person like that. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, it might have not translated well.
No, I
being
think
recorded,
it did. I think it did.
But yeah, so that's
Guy on the couch is trying to ignore like he wasn't
he-
just in the
he's-
presence of it. He
He's
wants to
got
act
his
like
headset on.
see
He didn't
it.
even know what's going on.
He wants to act like
Yeah.
he didn't see what just happened.
Yeah, so that terrible magic tricks. I might get some worse ones at some point.
I don't think you could do that.
Maybe not. Yeah. So what did you?
Let's just let's just first of all, this podcast is about nothing.
This is it's like a Seinfeld.
This podcast is about nothing. Okay, and so we can do what we want here.
That's
and
right.
Today something happened, or not today. It didn't. I probably found out today.
Uh-oh.
I find out about shit
Okay.
a few days after. You seen what's going on in New York?
You know, you mentioned something briefly. I don't know much.
Okay,
about it.
so
let me. You can.
There were some dudes were playing Minecraft IRL, and people who don't know what IRL means in real life. And
I don't even know what to search.
That.
So practice your typing skills. New York tunnelers, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that dog.
I typed so slow. Yeah, there it is. Tunnel synagogue. It just popped up.
So yeah, I have no idea about this.
Oh, that's hilarious. This is great. Yes, right here. What
the heck?
I saw just a video and was like, what the fuck? That looks kind of wild. What's happening there? And then slowly things start to come out on it.
My secret tunnel
Pretty
in
much.
Brooklyn synagogue.
Yeah, so here's the New York Times. Why not? We'll just
9 hours ago. All right, this is before this big day today in cryptocurrency. The first Bitcoin ETF was approved by the SEC. It might whatever it's worth. This is a watershed moment in history for it to be recognized as a tradable
crazy.
asset.
Yeah.
Or it's almost like a derivative of sorts, but it's a ETF, an exchange traded fund. It's basically like on the speculative. I don't know. It's a big deal.
No, that is a really big
cryptocurrency
deal.
being legitimized and financial institutions getting in on it. So that happened today, and then also some tunneling. So let's see.
No, and that's cool about the crypto because now, like you said, it's a watershed moment.
It really is a
now
watershed moment.
It's no longer just a meme coin joke thing.
Yeah,
now
I
it's
mean,
like
it's
okay,
only
now that
Bitcoin
people are
ETF,
taking
but that's
it serious.
the first. If they recognize that, then the value and everything else.
So yeah, here we go. Secret synagogue tunnel sets off altercation that leads to 9 arrests. Video showed tumultuous scene as young Hasidic men clashed with police and the global headquarters of Chabad Lebachadav movement in Brooklyn.
That sounded right to me.
Did it? No. So here's the thing, man.
It's all due to me, man.
That sounded like something out of Gotham. Look at this guy. He looks like a detective.
I mean, I guess
so no,
looks
these
like
dudes
a
were.
stereotype.
So apparently, I mean, we don't need to go through. That's about enough of like you get y'all started in case you hadn't heard about this.
No, but why are they?
No, so we don't know yet. I don't believe there's anything about them knowing yet.
Even
So here's
become something the police are involved in.
okay. So as far as I saw, apparently there was a couple who lived by the synagogue or lived in the path of the tunnel, and they could hear stuff under their house. They ended up like, going and calling somebody, and at that point, as far as I understood, I did hear something.
I just
about,
automatically think there's a bank nearby that they're trying to tunnel underneath the ground into the vault, like some ridiculous movie.
I heard something about like the
What's this
higher
article
ups at the
saying?
synagogue.
Scan through it.
The higher ups
Decades-old
didn't know what
fight?
was happening.
Direction of New York's prominent Hasidic Jewish groups. Tunnel a passageway between the headquarters of the group and at least one adjacent property. I mean, if they own the properties, I don't know. I guess I don't know laws.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're tunneling underneath something, if you
under someone's house,
well, and if it makes it like structurally unsound, you could collapse somebody's home and stuff. So yeah, it's not a good idea to have
a group of men
tunnels.
breaking through a wall of the prayer space
Yeah.
that led to the tunnel. Skirmishes. I wonder all those skirmishes with the officers.
So here,
were.
let's see if we can find the video. Let's go to YouTube.
Or if you just go back and then you could just change the search to videos. Let's see. Do it. Oh no. Yeah, this
back.
browser. If you go up. Yeah. Where's video?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Wait, these are just the news ones though. I want like the
Oh, you think of something
just
like
the
candid?
cell phone video.
Okay.
Like, cause I don't want because they're gonna be like, oh,
Okay. Yeah. Then you
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
can YouTuber. Then you're probably good on thinking.
Whatever. We'll just look. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Look, and so they're like, as far as I understood, they were staying in that tunnel where they couldn't backfill it. Because they were going to fill it all with concrete. And they were like, yeah, we want you to take away all our work, man.
That's wild, man.
They're like, hey,
I
let's
hope
put
this
these on.
somehow has enough drama, or else they can create enough drama with artistic license to get some limited series about this.
Oh yeah. Man. Oh, who the hell knows? There's
Fun to
probably.
tunnel.
Thanks for
there's-
watching. Stay updated about breaking news
Stay
and top
updated, man. You
stories
need
on
to-
the
what are you doing with
NBC
that?
News
Look at
app
this. Don't hate.
or follow
Don't
us
hate.
on social
What do you mean,
media.
don't hate. Oh, shit.
No, is that Lester? What's his
I don't
name?
know, man. But yeah, so I just.
That is
That's
interesting.
wild,
I
man.
wouldn't
They
have
were
even known
just
about
digging.
that.
Let the boys dig is the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, if I have a wall and I want to break it down,
If they want to dig around, let them dig, man.
yeah, don't dig
They
into
probably
my house.
just did, instead
but
of
you
having
can
to like
dig
walk,
around it.
instead of like wanting to walk down the street, they just wanted to be able to like
They
hop
want
off
to
in their
drink
little
someone
tunnel.
else's milkshake.
and just
They want to
Go somewhere
dig
else.
underneath and
I'm
drink
okay
their
with it.
milkshake.
I'm cool with it.
They'll drink it.
Are we gonna eat the oranges or not?
I already ate mine.
This is unreal.
Okay.
All right, so what's next? Do we want to talk about that other dude I heard about? I don't remember.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
name.
yeah,
You
yeah.
wanna talk about him. So I heard about this dude. Let me look his name up. It was pretty cool. He pretty much like dug a tunnel like through this mountain.
Mikey's had a
Give me a
fascination with
second.
tunnels lately.
Tunnels.
He asked me to come
Well,
over
okay,
Saturday
so
to help
that's
him with
funny.
the project, and
That
it
is kinda
was
funny you
this
say that.
secret tunnel he's working on.
I am working on this
Yeah.
sacred tunnel that's going to lead straight to your heart, buddy.
Oh,
Nah,
that
so
turned
his
into a very
name was- let me
sweet
see.
statement.
I can't pronounce this man's name. I'm going to have to look it up.
Dashi King Whippets. No, look at that. Dash King Whippet or Dashing Whippets. That was one
There
of
he
the
is.
suggestions.
The computer already know. No. Computer already know.
Dasharamanji.
This guy, Dasharamanji.
Oh,
this
the Mountain
dude,
Man. This
yes,
is uplifting.
the Mountain Man
It's
of
sad,
India.
but it's
No,
a good
yeah, it
looking,
is
looking
uplifting.
for the
We'll go to the
silver
Wikipedia
lining
deal. Here
in
he
your
is.
wife's death.
Yes.
If your wife dies, here's the TLDR: dead wife cut down mountain.
Yeah. So let's see. We need to get through. Also
He's got
known
a
as the
stamp
Mountain
now?
Man. Yeah, dude. This guy's.
This looks like
dude's-
some Indian
once you know this guy's
propaganda,
story,
if you ask me.
you know this dude's story. It's like this guy's a fucking legend.
So the Mountain Man, man of the
This guy was just a Indian laborer from some village in India, and
Oh,
when
that
his wife
narrows it
died in
down.
1959 due to a injury caused by falling off a mountain,
So she fell off a mountain.
due to the same mountain blocking the access to a nearby hospital.
The mountain killed her.
He decided to. This guy pretty much he was like his wife died. She fell down the mountain. He had to see it. He couldn't get her to
If
a.
I could get my wife,
He
to
couldn't end up
travel
getting
that
her
mountain.
to a hospital, and so since he couldn't get her to a hospital, he just had to watch his wife die. Which at that point he decided, hey man, I'm just gonna go ahead and like
You push
dig
her off
a-
the mountain and end her misery.
I'm just gonna dig like this tunnel, and people were like, yeah, you're crazy. You can't tunnel through this rock. And so he ended
like,
up
"Watch
tunneling
me."
after, I think it said 22 years of work. He dug.
22 years?
He
Dang,
dug
that's
and
commitment.
tunneled 360 feet.
That's commitment.
9.1 meters wide, 30 feet.
Maybe those Jewish people just
Um,
learned about him and were inspired.
And so he ended up digging this tunnel all the way through this mountain. But it took him 22 years, and the guy ended up dying in like 2017 due to gallbladder cancer. But I
so
think
a
the thing at the
gallstones maybe were
yeah,
at
maybe,
play.
perhaps. And I think at
Mountain
the end
got
of the
him
day,
back.
like the one thing you could take away from it is number one, don't let people stop you from like doing something because they were kind of telling the dude he was crazy for even thinking he wanted to go through it. So don't
It took
even.
him 22 years. I mean, from the outset, that'd be like, "What are you doing, man?" But
Yeah,
he
but-
finished it.
He stuck with it and he finished it. And then not only that, but I think the other thing is that you can take away for like a more positive thing of life is that it was a terrible situation that happened, that his wife died and that she fell off this mountain, but he took a awful thing.
We don't know how his wife. I mean, it's tragic and terrible. But if anyone else here is married, there's some days where sending the wife down the old mountain path doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
think
terrible.
that's what homie did. I doubt
I
he
know.
would kill his wife
I
and
know.
then dig
I'm
a
making
tunnel.
jokes when I should.
But either way, I think the point I was trying to make right there was that even though a situation like his wife dying was tragic, he turned it into something good that ended up saving a bunch of people that he never met, saved
'Cause
him
that path
time,
is still
and it
there,
saved
right?
him. It saved him time. Yeah, it's a road. He actually made the whole area in which he dug this tunnel or he dug this path through the mountain. he actually made the area livable.
Oh, dang.
So without this guy, it's like, the area that they were in might not have, at least for a period of time, it wouldn't have been as livable. Of course, with modern engineering, eventually they would have
But
just
still,
fucking
even
blasted
modern
through
engineering, it's them putting the time and resources into it,
Yeah, but what else you got? That's him.
That's cool, man. No, that is the human spirit, and, the good that you can do. Yeah, I mean, he stuck with it for 22 years. I mean, that's really where it's like, dang, it's not like, okay, a few years. This guy committed the rest of his life to it, basically. It sounds like.
Yeah.
So let's find our own mountain, guys. Let's everyone find your own mountain to cut down, and maybe others can benefit. Perhaps. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll come back into something I'll show you, and we can show them. All right, Mikey, I found it.
Okay.
And this is more just kind of looking back at 2023 briefly. I'm not very young anymore. I'm 39, so I'm almost that 40, whatever, I don't put much stock into it or having any different feeling about life, but I know in general, I'm not a young man anymore. But I don't think of myself as old, but I'm getting older, right? But the older you get, it's funny how it's 50, doesn't look that old to me. Whenever you're like 13, you think of like someone dying. But needless to say, I don't know. I'm around enough young people here and there, not, just playing game online or just, you hear youth culture everywhere at some point. But I guess 2023, the most popular words, the most popular slang terms of 2023, some Preply, it's a site, I don't know if it's an institution or something, but either way, they did this study to, come up with, here's what we'll quickly go through the 34 most popular slang terms of 2023, and I'll just ask you if you've heard them or if you ever used them, and let's quickly go through them. So we'll start at the top, work our way down. 30. Does that go 34, 32?
It's it does.
Who knows why this number is funny, but we'll start at the bottom. DTB. I have no idea what that is.
Doubt.
Dumb tricks, biatches?
I don't know.
Yeah, DTB. I don't know, just the 3 letters. Next one, Pushin' P.
Does it mean like push like pounds? Is that like weight?
Pushing pounds?
Like you're selling weed or
Pushing
something?
P, maybe.
Like a lot of
And
weight.
these are ones towards the bottom that might be a little more obscure.
I don't know.
Soft launch.
Soft launch.
Other. I know what a soft launch, like a soft opening, like a restaurant.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I don't know if soft launch other.
I'm not sure.
That's weird. Trill or chuggy. CHEUGY.
Nah.
Huh. Okay. TFW.
The fuck?
I don't know.
I don't know.
OP or OPP.
Op, yeah. Op would be like your opposition.
Oh, okay. That's
it's
just
like
an abbreviation.
So an op would be Crips and Bloods. The op of a Crip.
Yeah,
would be a
the
Blood.
opponent. Okay, that's an
Yeah.
abbreviation.
Yeah, exactly.
Touch gross.
I think that's what it means. An op. I think it would mean.
Yeah,
I could be.
OPP.
I could be totally wrong.
That would be a good guess. Touch gross. I'm guessing it's some.
That's grass.
touch grass. Man, I need glasses.
That's touch grass. Yeah.
Touch grass. Touch grass.
But it does look like a O.
Yeah, nobody.
No, that shit does look like a O.
Okay,
but
thank you.
that means touch grass.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the.
It's giving.
It's
yeah.
giving.
I think that because they say that as like a prerequisite to be like it's giving like these kind of vibes, that type of bullshit. Like it's giving, girl. It's giving me like nobody cares what it's giving.
Okay.
You.
Okay.
Nobody cares.
Here's the next one. Riz. R-I-Z-Z. I've heard that.
Riz is like you've got the
charisma. Yeah.
So
and I think they might. Yeah, I read something about the supposed origin of this. Whoever that. I don't know if it's just some. I don't know if they're a streamer or a rapper or something, but yeah, if they say it's from charisma or not, that's from charisma. I'm sorry, that's what that's from. Turnt, like it turns up to you.
Yeah, turnt would be turnt is like you're
don't get turnt. Don't
like you're fucked up a little. Like you're,
man, you turnt.
You're sitting sideways like Paul Wall in the days.
not getting turned up, or be the same thing as getting turned up?
It's the same thing. Turn would be I think it'd be probably
Okay.
similar.
Stan rent free.
Stan rent free?
Yeah, I don't know why that's there, but rent free, I know that's like being on someone's mind. I
Yeah,
think.
rent free. Yeah,
Like
for sure.
like
yeah.
you're on my mind all the time.
And you don't have to
like,
do
'cause-
anything.
Yeah, vibe check.
Vibe check. Yeah, that's.
I mean, that makes sense, but like I said, if
Is
it's
that
used that
new?
much, yeah. But again, I don't know
I guess it's.
if I'm
most
too
used.
old for it to be to hear where it's used. NPC, non-player character.
Yep.
Yeah,
Feel like that's been around for a little bit though.
IYKYK, and some of them might be kind of old, but this, I guess, in 2023, they were this is the ranking of the popularity.
I know what that is. Yeah.
What's up?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. IYKYK.
If
No,
you
okay.
know, you know. So
Okay.
people put it on videos. Of
If
stuff
you know, you
that's
know.
Like, yeah, stuff that's kind of like somebody, buying cough syrup and a fucking Sprite, and it's like, if you know, you know. It's like, oh, you're gonna mix them or something. That's like some dumb
Okay,
shit
so
like
if you're
that.
doing something stupid, but you're doing it confidently.
Exactly.
It's like, if you
It's
know, you know.
Exactly. If you know that you can do this
Okay.
and that, then you know what I'm doing. If you see that I
Okay.
did this,
Like whenever I was eating that hot sauce, it's like,
Yep.
look, I'm gonna do this.
everybody knows that you're about to just like
I know. It's like, hey, that's him.
need a bowl of cottage cheese
Yeah.
and some milk.
Mid, hold this L. You took an L.
You
a
took a
loss.
no hold. Yep.
Yeah, mid, hold this loss.
Mid. You know what though? Is it like mid? I don't think like that. People want to say it's a new word.
Again, like, and they
And
might
I
not
know
be
that
new, but
these
this
are- I know
is the
yeah.
popularity of them.
Yeah. But I have heard something though, is like where an argument of people saying that mid is a new word, but there was people saying that shit in the early 2000s.
Like, but use it like how it's referring to here.
Mid would being like when the DJ plays a mid song. That song's mid.
Oh, like an average song.
Mid ass song. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, just generic.
Or
nothing
girl,
special.
or like somebody shows a picture of a chick.
It's like,
so,
she's mid.
yes.
Gotcha.
She's mid, average,
Basic, yo.
Yup.
Fing shook.
Simp. Did we go over?
Oh
simp?
yeah, simp.
Simp. We know
Abbreviated
what
for
simp
simpleton, right?
Yeah.
A simple person.
Yep.
Fing shook.
Finna shook.
Finna shook.
Finna shook.
Finna shook. I'm fitting
shook.
shake.
Finna shook.
Oof.
Oof. That's just like.
Yeah,
oof.
it's just a
Somebody
reaction.
getting hit. Oof.
It's almost like onomatopoeia.
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 If you know, you know.
Drip. Yeah, drip. Check out my drip, man.
Oh yeah, we know about it.
Yeah. Sheesh. I guess that was used a lot. Bougie. Bougie's old, but I guess it's
Yeah,
taken on
see.
some life last year.
Yup. Bussin', another old one. That's
Bussin'.
something that I remember my grandfather saying. He'd be like, boy, that shit ain't bussin'. You need to quit capping FR on God.
Shut up.
He would tell me that. My grandfather would tell me that. He served in Korea in the Korean War, and I told him, I said, hey, Granddad, you need to try this tobacco. And he said, boy, that shit is trash. FR. GTFO. I swear to God.
That,
on
you know,
God.
Towards the end there, your granddad might have said those things.
He said, towards the end,
definitely
my
bust a
granddad
cap
did
on
say,
somebody.
He definitely did say a lot of wild shit.
He
Towards the
definitely
end.
busted. I'm
He
sorry.
didn't say any of that though.
No.
It'd be funny
Extra.
if he did.
He extra. You extra. Okay.
Extra, read all about
Yes.
it. What happened to that little fucking paper kid?
The Newsies.
Why don't we need the paper? Is that what they call them?
There's a Disney musical called Newsies, I think.
The Newsies.
I'm guessing.
Now we
maybe
just got floozies.
highfalutin
Instagram.
floozies. Cat. This is a popular
Cap.
one.
That's fucking cap.
This is one that it
You know-
definitely had. It's like a word was taken that it didn't make sense at all that it means this, but no cap is like saying I'm not lying, right?
Do you know?
Like
where,
I'm not full of it.
Do you know where no cap started?
Where?
So no cap came. It was derived. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with some
All right.
street knowledge. Can we play music as I say? Like change. Yeah. Here's some street knowledge. Sit down, little ass kids. Put you on game. All right, stop. No. So cap.
That was free.
Cap came from
Rent-free?
came from the word high capping. High capping
Okay.
was something that they used to say back in like the 80s and some shit like those 70s or 80s. They would say high capping.
Like
When
Captain.
they said a motherfucker,
Like Captain Crunch.
no, when they said somebody was high capping, it meant that they were fronting, they were faking. It was like
It's like the cap is high up, and that was meant that they were.
I don't know
showing
why. I don't know where the cap part came. The high part. I don't know how they came up with it, but they just determined that high capping was just like, nah, he's full of shit. Quit playing.
So no cap is I'm not full of S, basically.
So no cap is like, yeah, I'm not lying. Like, this is really my car you see me taking pictures
cap.
with. Because a lot of guys will go rent a car, and then dudes will be like, oh, you quit capping, that's not your car. And then, you know, it's like, so it can't, cap came from high capping, which I think high capping is a way better word than cap. Oh, that's cap, bro. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You should just say high cap. Quit high cap.
Hi, Captain.
High-
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay, we could bring that in.
Yeah. Salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah. Yeet.
Yeet.
What's that mean?
Yeet is like, it'd be like throwing something, or it can be applied to a lot of stuff, but it'd be like, usually it's like, you know, like chunking something, or somebody got yeeted. Like, if you saw a video where a guy's like riding a motorcycle
So
and
it's
somebody
not
cuts
it's
him
not
off
a
and
it's
he
not a
gets hit.
Yeti device.
Nah.
Like a yeet's like a small Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Bet.
Yeah. Bet's been building momentum for a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, bet is just as it sounds. It's like, you won't do that. All right, bet.
Sus number 1. I can buy that. I would have thought cap would have been higher up, but again, I you know, maybe that's a little old now. But sus,
No, sus is
I've
definitely
heard that way too much.
my nephew
my age,
and them
even.
say that shit a lot. Like, my niece and nephew say that.
That's sus.
They're always like, bro, that's so sus. Quit capping, bussin',
yeah. So
bussin'.
this study gave sus the number 1, and
And it gave me a headache.
this and here's another. This one was more interesting. This Promova. And I don't know if this is 2020. This is supposed to be 2023. And these are just words. This ain't even more popular terms, but permacrisis. I don't know. Warm bank. Nomophobia.
Warm bank.
Warm bank. And here's
That just gives me.
and this here's a little history. A warm bank
no.
word of 2023 used to describe a heated building or area where people can escape the cold weather. Like, I don't. This isn't like slang, but these are just words that were or terms that are popular.
Nomophobia.
Nomophobia, fear of being without your mobile phone, or losing connectivity.
You know what? Wouldn't that be? Hang on. Do you remember the days of just not having the fucking phone?
Well, of course, I'm old enough to remember that, but
No, but do you remember like how much fun it was? I don't know. I look back and I wish it could
I
go
could
back
go down
to
that path of old man against technology.
I could go back to no.
You
It's
know?
not even old man against technology. It's just that like
it's an unfortunate reality that we live in.
it's the not being contacted part. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the connected, but it's more that people, you know, they want to be distracted by something else all the time.
No doubt.
You
You're
know,
not
it's
wrong.
the little endorphin. There's actually, you know, the chemical
I
reactions.
just think that
it
back in
has.
the day, it was like when you know, it's like you had.
You ball
called
and stick and yard.
You called somebody. It's like you had a once a day or a once a week phone call with somebody.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, whereas now you won't fucking talk to anybody a lot of times, or maybe you send somebody a text and they never fucking
Yeah,
text
I didn't
you
have
back.
a cell phone until I was
like
18.
you text me all the time and I never reply. Same type of
That's
shit.
true. It's funny.
So that's what I'm
he
saying.
He doesn't reply, and
I
I just
don't.
accept it.
I don't.
You know why? Because I do
I
the
read
same
'em.
type of thing.
I read, but I don't reply.
people,
and then
so-
mentally, I'll read it and I'll say back what I want to say in my head, but not to you.
That's fine.
I just leave it up to
You
you
show up
to
when it
just be
matters.
like, I want you to sit there and be like, does he really love me? Is he really going to call me like he said he would?
It's funny because it shows that he actually thinks about not responding.
Yeah.
Which is good because I just accept this. Oh, Mikey's not going to respond to texts except for maybe every now and then, which is fine with me, honestly.
Because I like phone calls is my whole point. I would like you to call me on my old school phone I have at the house.
You know what? I guess
Where I can
the
sit
thing is,
like
I know
this.
you like phone calls, and I never call you.
Yeah, and see? So
And I
I'm
know
like
that.
kind of passive aggressively just like standing my ground like, well, I'm
All
going
right.
to answer your fucking text.
All right, I see
I'm
this
going to
challenge.
fucking text you back.
We'll see if I can't call him before next week's episode.
Yeah, well, we'll see
We'll
if
see
I
about
can't
that.
send a fucking
I'll do
text.
smoke signals before I call his ass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Finfluencer. Who knows? Metaverse. Okay, yeah. Jomo.
The fuck is a Jomo?
Joyman. Who knows? Virtual fashion. Yeah. Sports washing. Yeah, I've heard that a bunch with the whole golf league and the Saudis and all that crap. In my mind, it's like, hey, they
Oh,
wanna
what?
put
They're
money
mad
into
because
something good.
because other countries are like trying to do up other leagues of stuff.
Oh no, it's because it's like they take some stance against. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole.
All right, fuck it.
Canna moms, social media detox. Okay, hangry. That's fun. Savage, sus, woke, touch grass. Oh, there's a definition for touch grass. Oh, Stan. Okay, takes the word. Yeah, slay. Oh, slay is this slay might be like a top one for 2024 by the end of it. Oh, here's Chuggy. There's Yeet. Finna, simp. Okay.
Finna.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't learn too much, but that was just a little recap.
No,
of-
we could have gone without knowing any of that.
Oh yeah, it's the world we live in, and again, it's kind of I don't care about any of those, but
But it's good to know because
it's relevant to an extent.
Oh no, absolutely. 'Cause
Whether
you never
you've heard
know
those words,
You never know if you're going to have to use any of these words
never-
at your next
yeah.
interaction when you go to buy a hamburger somewhere.
Yeah, when you're trying to buy pot from a 13-year-old.
Would you like any yeet sauce with that, sir? IKYYAKY.
I'm
You're
no
like-
cap a cop, yo.
What?
Yo. Okay.
No, yeah, it's good. It's very valid to bring these things up. It is
Yeah.
interesting to know. And it also is kind of sad. These are the words of the year, or these are the
Popular
lingo?
slang terms.
Popular slang
yeah,
terms.
so
Okay,
it's popular
okay.
slang terms.
Popular
It's-
slang.
Again, just trying to
can deal with
understand
it.
what the kids are saying because it's so I'm getting older. I used to feel like I was a kid, but obviously I'm on the outside of all that now.
Yeah, we thought 2016.
I mean, I
and
got a
shit
Tool
was
shirt on. I don't know.
yesterday.
Is this an old man band? This is like a timeless band for me. I don't know if it's old man band.
Man,
to
it's an
kids.
old. Those dudes from that band are old now. I'll tell you that.
I guess that's kind of.
Have you seen Toby Keith lately?
No. No, I haven't.
Well, I know you were a big Toby Keith fan all those years.
OU, right? He likes OU?
He was a big Toby Keith fan. So look up here. We'll look Toby
Okay.
Keith up now.
You know what? I have to think. If you want to think I like Toby Keith, you can.
I don't think.
I don't care enough.
I don't have to thank you.
I don't have to. I don't care enough.
I know
But
you like.
If you think I like him,
I know you like.
you might.
By how
you
much
might
you're
be
trying
wrong
to
about a
tell
lot in
all
life.
of our viewers how much you don't like Toby. I can't.
You
even
know I
spell
like Blake
Toby.
more than just Toby. But putting
Oh,
your
wait.
boot
Yeah,
in your
look
ass.
at him. Look at him now. Can we pull this up?
Oh, does he have cancer?
No. Oh, does he?
Let's see.
Health
Hold on,
update.
hold on.
Oh, hold
on.
up. Yeah,
Let me-
before
let me- hold on. Stop moving the mouse, please, so I can show him. There we go.
I'm about to feel real bad.
I hope he doesn't have. He looks
I think
like
I
he's
just.
sick.
I think I just saw something about
He doesn't
health
look
stuff.
well.
It says health update. Oh, cancer. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna make fun of our.
That's
Take
in
it
poor
down.
taste, Mike.
Take it
It's too
down.
late.
I wasn't. I was
You-
talking about it. He
you
he
already-
was gonna release a new song. Is what I was. Dallas
But he
Cowboys.
probably can't then have the
y'all look
energy
at
to
this
do it.
train wreck.
Hold on, Dallas Cowboys.
Check this.
We weren't
train
just
wreck
making
out.
fun of a man dying.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't make fun of him. I
dude.
know.
I didn't make fun of him.
So
I'm just
but
saying that you
saw
were talking
picture,
about.
You saw that picture before, and you didn't immediately think that looks like a sick person. You thought that looks like
I
someone
didn't
I want
see
to make
that
fun
picture. I saw him like wearing a hat and
of.
sunglasses.
I saw him in a hospital bed. I'm
And
like, he's being lazy.
No, I saw him with some like doing an interview with a hat and some sunglasses,
Trying to feel good about himself?
And like I was like, damn, I didn't even know it was him. And then it said something at the bottom about Toby Keith talks about how he wrote this song, and I was like, damn, old Toby old. And I was like, damn, I'm old. And so you saying that made me think about
old.
being old, and I'm like, you seen Toby Keith lately, and now it's like,
Toby Keith on
cool.
that Calista Flockhart diet.
That's fucking
Old
sad
references.
now.
Old references.
That's sad.
Well, he's alive, so I think he had surgery. So let's hear it for Toby, who I've never cared for your music, but I hope you live.
I do too. I mean, why would you? Yeah, exactly. And we know you cared about his music. So
I just know boot in your ass, right? Not the he did that, right? I'll put a boot in your ass.
come on,
mirror.
man, don't play dumb, dude. Just sing the whole
That's-
song.
It's fun. I don't know it, but I would like to learn it.
He does know. Yes, no, you're right about that song.
It's fun.
Don't go saying put your name at the top of his list.
Yeah, who's the Toby Keith thing?
Come on, dude. You're the Toby God. All right,
Dude, I've heard
I'm
it
not gonna
enough to
put you. I'm
know
not gonna
that
keep putting you on
it's a
fucking
fun
blast
song.
like this.
It's funny.
I'm not gonna keep putting you. I'm gonna show the viewers. I'll post it on our Instagram since I have Instagram power. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
turn
post.
around, you see my Toby Keith stamp.
Yeah, dude.
Like, oh,
I'm gonna
no.
post your Toby Keith fucking shirt
Yeah.
and the Toby Keith poster that he hides behind this.
Yeah, no.
There's a
You found my
bookcase
Toby
right
Keith
here.
fan fiction, didn't you?
It's cool. I saw
Toby
that-
Keith is a wizard superhero in my dream world.
We gave it away
And he
whenever
kills
I found
terrorists
him
with
on
country music.
I found, dude, that would be awesome.
That actually sounds like a decent
That
idea.
actually sounds fucking cool.
I might need to bring this fan fiction to life.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get Toby on the podcast.
Dude, yeah. I think we know what we need to focus our efforts on, but yeah, that's fun. Well, it's not over yet. You gotta. We can shake though, but it ain't over yet. What's your rec this week?
No, I'm out of here.
Oh.
Oh no, recommendation of the week.
Yeah, we got
okay.
to stick with them, buddy.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, last time
All
I
right,
went
I'm
first.
gonna back you
Mine
up.
was way better than yours, but that's cool.
Okay, it was. All right, dude. Yours was way better than mine. I'm not gonna argue with that. But
I think
to
you might
come
have me
back
this
at
week.
you,
Yeah.
to come back at you and beat you at your own game, I'm gonna give you a Twin Peaks quote
Here we
to
go.
leave you guys with, a recommendation of the week, and that
Here we go.
recommendation is: let a smile be your umbrella.
I love it. I love it. It's beautiful.
Look at that. Let that sink in. I don't
It's
need to
beautiful.
say anything else. That's my recommendation.
No,
of the
that's
week.
all you need to say. My recommendation of the week is learn a magic trick every day, once a day. Don't tell yourself when, but just learn a trick and perform it for only yourself.
I
Learn,
like
learn
that.
a card trick that you can successfully trick yourself into thinking you're doing it well. And before we go, we kind of mentioned it. This ain't a big deal, but Chindogu. We do want to try and come up with a Chindogu, which is a weird tool, which is yeah, it's like combining. So if anyone has ideas for Chindogu, if you check out last week's episode, we get more into what it is and what the requirements are. But yeah, check it out. And if you suggest something, we could make that a project. Otherwise, we might come up with something even more useless. But I've actually been thinking about it, and I've got some things to bounce off you.
Bounce away, brother.
Well, not we can't give it all away.
not
here.
now.
Yeah, okay, we'll get the ball out later and we'll bounce.
Speaking of bouncing, I'm finna bounce.
Hi, Michael. Well, it's been a pleasure this second week. Trying to make sure there's anything we're forgetting. I don't.
Is this the end of season 1?
This is the end of season 1. What that means is yet to be determined. But yeah, no.
No, that
10
means that
episode
we'll see you
seasons,
guys in a
we're
year.
like a series. Yeah, so that means we're gonna take a 10-month break and we'll find ourselves re-energized. Yep. No capping.
No, Captain, for real, for real.
It is a little sus, but no, we'll be back next week.
I see
But
what you did.
we want, things might be a little different, or they might not. They might not be.
One of us may or may not be here.
That's right.
You decide
Look at
who
our
will
faces.
stay and who will go.
One of us might be a different face next week. Or if you've seen the movie Face Off, it could be the same face on a. I might be
Different
taller.
person.
I might be taller next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, we love you and appreciate you.
Much love to y'all.
One love. Straight thuggin'.
Fuck. That was
Nailed it. You gonna hit stop recording? You want to take control?